does Luke 20, verses 27 through 36, teach that people who are married on earth won't be married anymore in heaven? I feel sad that my husband and I might not be together still in heaven. Totally understand this. Look, I'm married now for 11 years, and I get it. The idea of us not having our special relationship would just be like the weirdest thing. There's like it's just weird. That would be strange. But here's what Jesus says. There came to him some Sadducees, those who deny that there's a resurrection. And they ask him this weird riddle. I'll summarize it. Basically, they're like, teacher, this woman, she married 7 different guys. Whose husband is she going to be in the afterlife? And they're trying to say that therefore there is no real afterlife. Haha, here's a tricky question about the resurrection, and you can't answer it, so therefore there is no resurrection. And then Jesus answers them and says, the sons of this age marry and are given in marriage, this age, this time we're in now. But those who were considered worthy to attain to that age, that's the resurrection. And to the resurrection from the dead, neither marry nor are given in marriage. That's interesting. Now, you might say, so you don't marry in the afterlife or in the new, I say afterlife, but that makes you think of a disembodied state. Jesus is talking about the final state, like we're all resurrected. We have a new heaven and new earth. Revelation, the end of Revelation talks about this. He's like, in that state, you could say in that state, like we're not going to have additional marriages. If you die single, you stay single. But that's not the context. Jesus is actually saying this in response to which husband that she did have in life will she have in the resurrection. And he's just like, there won't be, that's a non-question. There's no marriage. There's no giving in marriage. They cannot die anymore because they're equal to angels and they're sons of God, being the sons of the resurrection. Then he goes on and builds another really cool Old Testament biblical case for the resurrection and the afterlife. Now, what am I going to think of this as a man who's married and who loves my wife? Does that mean like we're unmarried? Like in the resurrection, we're no longer connected. We're unmarried. So like we don't have this deep connection that we've been living in and enjoying and building for years. No, I don't think so. I think that we're not married. That doesn't mean we don't love each other. It doesn't mean we're not incredibly close. I think the implication is that there isn't going to be like sexual relations in the resurrection. I'm just speaking bluntly here for everybody. I don't think that that's going to be part of the new order of things, but I would suppose that we're probably not going to have desires for that either. But we'll have this beautiful, intimate fellowship. This is a theme in Revelation. This is a theme throughout the scriptures that human unity and love is better in the resurrection or in the new life than it is now. I don't think I'll be married to my wife, but I think we'll be closer than ever. We won't have marriage, typical human marriage, but I think we'll have closeness and love and intimacy and fellowship. I just don't think it'll be like sexual in that nature. I mean, some people think that will be. I think that that's probably not the case. That's where he's like, they're like the angels. Okay, so I think that we're not going to be experiencing that kind of stuff. So I think, yeah, we should probably hold to that. But closeness, intimacy, yes. You will not lose the love and the fellowship and the connection the two of you have. It'll just be different. Now, why is it that we wouldn't just call it marriage? Well, maybe partly because there isn't the function of like continuing to have kids, continuing to like be together intimately, physically in that sense, but also possibly because there won't be the limits of relationship. You won't have just this one person who you're super close with, but there'll be such a closeness across a community of people that there wouldn't be the need for exclusivity in that sense either. In other words, I think we're closer, not further apart. And I hope that that helps.